You look great. You'll be great. Just breathe.
I know. I'll be better when we get there.
Alright. Let me go get my purse. Wear the red tie. It looks handsome on you.
You think you could, help me out?
You got it, Chief. What?
No, it's nothing.
Tell me.
It's just remembering the first time you helped me tie my tie. Do you remember?
It's been a while. Remind me.
It was June 2012. A bunch of us guys were getting high in Kyle's basement before Magic's graduation party. A lot of firsts that night. Everyone had left and I was still getting dressed. That's when you came down the stairs, right as I was struggling with my tie.
I'm starting to remember. I was surprised that you didn't already know how.
I had never learned. You see, my father, he was a respectable man, a hard-working man, a tie-wearing man. He was the floor manager of the most prestigious tie manufacturer on the East Coast. But his death was sudden and tragic. On the night my father was to be honored at the retirement party his company was throwing for him, the very same night he was to bestow upon me my first tie to wear at such an occasion. He was on the factory floor seeing off his last order of fine silk ties, when suddenly his tie was snared in the conveyor belt. He was mercilessly dragged down the production line, pulled through the tie press, and seamlessly woven in with the fabric. No one else was on the floor because they were all huddled in the dark, waiting to shout surprise when my father would finally arrive. It was weeks before they uncrouched, and before anybody had noticed my father went missing. But by that time it was too late. My father was now being sold in department stores all across the country. Because of the strict no-tie policy on the factory floors to prevent such incidences from occurring, my mother couldn't sue the company that my father had literally poured his life into, forcing my newly widowed mother to pay for the massive recall and the extensive deep tissue massage therapy his coworkers required thereafter. She even forbid me from wearing a tie to my old man's funeral, out of fear that I might unknowingly wear my old man.
Wow. So Kyle's basement was really your first time.
Yes, and you were so confident. Your hands so strong.
I didn't hurt you, did I?
No, you were great. Everything fit just right.
It wasn't too tight, was it?
It was perfect.
Why? Why me? Why not someone else?
Because it was you. It was always supposed to be you. And you see, the death of my father was not easy for my mother to overcome. Every part of her life was poisoned by the memory of my father. She saw him everywhere she looked. Probably because the recall couldn't account for every time my father had been made into. My mother worked as a sales associate at the most grandiose tie emporium on this side of the Mississippi. She was constantly fitting doctors, lawyers, and businessmen with ties that, in all reality, most likely contained the actual blood, sweat, and tears of her late husband. She eventually ran off with a traveling salesman who dealt exclusively in bow ties, leaving me and my 17 siblings orphaned, to be raised by my severely critical and feminist aunt. She believed that the inherently phallic design of the necktie was just a way for men to overtly declare and publicly flaunt their domineering sexuality and superiority over the female populace. She held weekly tie burnings in her backyard, which I was forced to participate in.
It's amazing. People come into your life when you need them the most.
And I needed you. I still need you.
And I need you too.
No, you're just saying that. When have you ever needed me?
Don't you remember? Oh God, it was so long ago.
Tell me.
I was inexperienced.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It was August 2010. Kelsey's sweet 16 birthday bash. A couple of the guys were sneaking some drinks in our parents' pool house.
Everybody had already gotten into the pool, and you were just putting on your trunks. And that's when I came in.
There's that string on the front of the shorts. Just couldn't get my fingers around it.
It's okay. Lots of people don't figure it out till they're older.
Well, you see, my mother was the co-founder of the second largest swimsuit depot.
Samuel, god damn it, it's time to go!
Is it, Chloe? Is it time?
Well, that's it. I guess someone else needs you now.
Hey, thanks, man. How do I look?
Like $1 million.
Really?
Your father would be proud.